We were supposed to be at the cabin by nightfall. Me, Jason, our friend Lydia, and Marcus, just four friends doing a road trip from Pittsburgh to a secluded mountain Airbnb in North Carolina. The plan was simple: 9 hours of driving, one gas stop, and arrive before sunset. But we were 2 hours behind, and I idiotically suggested a shortcut on Google Maps that avoided the interstate traffic. The road wasn't even named on the GPS, just a thin gray line weaving through thick Appalachian forest. I zoomed in, and Google called it County Route 13B. Lydia, riding shotgun, raised an eyebrow. Why does that sound cursed already? I laughed. Come on, it shaves off 90 minutes. Trust me. We exited the main highway and turned into the back road. Almost instantly, cell service vanished. The road narrowed from 2 lanes to barely one. Trees leaned over us, clawing at the car's roof with branches. The GPS froze, and the map stopped updating. Jason, who was driving, tightened his grip on the wheel. This better not be one of those found footage detour stories, he joked. We laughed. That was the last time we did. 15 minutes in, the road turned to gravel, then to dirt. Fog rolled in unnaturally fast, and the sun, what little remained, vanished behind the clouds.
Did the air just get colder?
Marcus muttered from the back. It had. I checked my phone. Still no signal. Still no map. We passed an old road sign, almost hidden by moss. Welcome to Devil's Hollow. Population 37. What the hell? Lydia asked. This place isn't on the map. Jason slowed the car as we rolled past a collapsed wooden fence and into a stretch of dying farmland. Barns in the distance sagged like they were melting. A rusted tractor lay tipped over. No lights, no people, just silence. And then the thud. We all jumped. Jason hit the brakes. What was that? I shouted. Something ran across the road. I swear, I didn't hit it, Jason stammered. But there was a dent in the hood. We got out, flashlights on. The road was empty, but something had clearly hit the car. Black, oily smears streaked the bumper like blood, but thicker. It smelled metallic and rotten, like dead batteries and sewage. What was that? Lydia asked. Jason didn't answer. We got back inside. 20 minutes later, the road narrowed further and ended at a wooden bridge, rotting, creaking, with a stream underneath that looked black despite the fading light. Dude, Marcus said, this is some deliverance shit. Jason put the car in park. We either go forward or turn back. The GPS still hadn't moved. No bars, no sounds. We drove forward. The second the tires hit the bridge, I heard it. A scream. From under the bridge. It wasn't human. It wasn't anything I could describe. Just wrong. Gurgling, wet, but high-pitched like a woman in agony. The bridge shuddered. Drive, I screamed. Jason floored it. The bridge groaned. Something banged against the car's underside. And then we were across. The road continued, and we found the town, but it was dead. We passed signs for Devil's Hollow Baptist Church and Redman's General Store, both boarded up. The windows were black, and the buildings looked ancient, like the 1800s. Every house had broken windows. Every porch had something hanging from it: animal bones, dried flowers, or rusted bells. And then we saw the man. He stood in the middle of the road, wearing overalls, no shirt underneath, eyes pure white, skin like tree bark. His arms were too long. We stopped. Jason honked. The man didn't move. And then he smiled. All his teeth were filed into jagged points. He lifted one arm, pointed at us, and all the porch bells began to ring at once. The bells rang like 100 whispers in the dark, tinny, hollow, echoing off decayed wood and cracked windows. Jason threw the car in reverse, but as he did, the man with bark skin began to walk toward us. One jerking, stuttering step at a time. "Don't move," Lydia whispered. "Don't even blink." Too late. He saw us. All of us. As Jason slammed into reverse, something hit the back windshield. A face. Pale, stretched, mouth open in a scream that didn't make a sound. A second later, it was gone. Vanished like fog. The car fishtailed as Jason spun us around. We sped back down the road, but the bridge was gone. There was nothing but water now. A black stream stretching endlessly in both directions. Jason slammed on the brakes and cursed. No way. It was just here. But we all saw it. The bridge had vanished. Or moved. In its place stood a cabin, new-looking, made of stone and cedar. Candles burned in the windows. A woman stood on the porch, waving us over. We had two options. Go back to the town with Barkman and the silent screamers, or go to the cabin. We chose the cabin. Inside, the woman smiled. She looked 50, maybe 60, but her skin was too perfect, too waxy. Her eyes were completely black, like a shark's. "You kids are lucky," she said. "The Hollow doesn't like strangers." She offered us tea. None of us drank. "You're not the first ones to come through here," she said. "Not by mistake. That map you used, it don't lead anywhere normal." "What is this place?" I asked. "Why aren't there any people?" "There are people," she said. "They just don't wear their old skin anymore." Lydia choked on her breath. "What?" "They've been hollowed out. Emptied. That's what happens when you stay too long." Marcus whispered, "We need to leave. Now." The woman just smiled. "There's no way out. Unless the Hollow lets you. But I can help." She pointed upstairs. "You'll need to offer it something. A gift. Something it wants more than you." Upstairs was a trapdoor. Below it, darkness. No light reached the bottom. The walls were covered in scratches. Human. Animal. Something else. We lowered Jason down on a rope. He didn't want to go, but we needed answers. He didn't scream until the third minute. When we pulled him up, his hair had gone white. His eyes were rolled back. He was laughing, not like Jason. His voice was too deep, too broken. "It saw you," he whispered to me. "It wants you." Then he passed out. The woman gave us a box. Inside was a tooth, long, curved, like a saber-toothed tiger's fang, but bigger, carved with symbols. "Bury this at the crossroads by the red tree," she said. "You'll find it, if you're lucky." She didn't smile this time. As we left, she whispered, "If you hear the bells again, run." Outside, fog thicker than milk rolled across the ground. We drove in silence, following a path that wasn't there a moment ago. The road led through a forest of black trees, each one bleeding sap the color of rust. Then we saw the tree, the red tree, 50 feet tall, branches like claws, bark peeling like skin. Hundreds of animal skulls hung from its limbs. We stopped. I grabbed the box and began digging. That's when the bells started. Not gentle this time. Violent. Screaming, almost. From all directions. I turned. The townspeople were coming. Only they weren't people anymore. Their skin hung from them like wet laundry. Faces stretched into grins too wide to be human. Some crawled, some twitched, some flew. Lydia screamed, and Marcus pulled her behind the car. Jason was awake now, still laughing. "Let me go," he growled. "It needs one." I buried the tooth. The red tree shook. Lightning split the sky. And then silence. The things froze. Then, slowly, they began to walk backward, retreating into the woods, into the fog, fading like a bad dream. Jason collapsed. We awoke in the car. Morning. We were on a real road again. An actual sign marked I-74. No fog. No hollow. No Jason. Just his jacket on the back seat. We never spoke of it again. But sometimes, when I close my eyes, I hear them. The bells. We were 4 friends on a post-college road trip. Eric, me, Nate, Kayla, and Ty. Our plan was simple. Rent a car, drive cross-country, and camp under the stars. One final escape before jobs, bills, and adulthood took over. We'd mapped the route through rural Montana, where there were long stretches of road and zero distractions. Just us, the wild, and a borrowed playlist of old-school rock and lo-fi beats. That first night, we stopped at a gas station in the middle of nowhere. The cashier, an old man with yellow teeth and eyes that twitched too much, gave us a strange look. "You kids headed into Blackridge Pass?" he asked, squinting at the map we had unfolded on the hood. "Yeah," Eric said. "Supposed to be scenic." The old man shook his head. "That road's not on the map anymore. Been shut down for years. You go through there, don't stop for nothing. Don't talk to nobody. And for the love of God, if your phone rings after midnight, don't answer it." We laughed him off, of course. Creepy gas station guy giving horror movie advice. Classic. But then our phones started losing signal. One by one. No texts. No calls. No GPS. Only Kayla had a single bar left. She was trying to load the map when we passed the faded wooden sign. "Welcome to Blackridge." It wasn't scenic. It was wrong. The trees leaned too far inward. The road dipped at strange angles. And the silence wasn't peaceful, it was waiting. 10 miles in, the road vanished from Kayla's phone. Then her phone died. "Battery was full," she muttered. I swear. We laughed again, more nervous this time. Still joking. Still pretending nothing was off. That's when we saw the car. Parked sideways across the road. No driver. Doors open. Headlights on. Eric slowed down. "Nope," Ty said. "This is the part where we die." "Probably broke down," Eric offered. "Let's check it out." So we stopped. The car was still warm. Keys in the ignition. Windshield cracked from the inside. There was a cell phone on the seat. The screen read, 12:01 a.m. Incoming call unknown. Then it stopped ringing. No voicemail. Just static. Suddenly, our car doors locked themselves. Kayla screamed. We turned around and saw a figure standing behind the trees. No face. No clothes. Just a pale, human-shaped figure with no mouth, watching us. We ran back to the car. Eric started the engine. It sputtered, coughed, then started. The figure vanished. We sped off down the road. 10 minutes later, the car radio turned on by itself. Not music, just a voice. Low, garbled, whispers stitched together like broken tape. It said, "We see you. We see you. 1 bar left. Use it. Use it before it's too late." Then silence. Kayla checked her phone. Somehow, it had 1 bar again. We told her to call someone, anyone. She tried 911. The line picked up, but it wasn't a dispatcher. It was me, my voice, whispering, sobbing, begging for help, then screaming. We threw the phone out the window. That's when the fog rolled in. Thick, yellow, like smoke from something burning. We couldn't see the road anymore. Then we hit something, or someone. The impact knocked our headlights askew. We piled out, terrified we'd killed someone, but there was nothing there. Just black road. No body, no animal, no blood. But we saw something in the fog, a handprint on the windshield. On the inside. I'm done, Ty said. This isn't right. But we couldn't turn back. The road behind us had vanished, swallowed by fog. So we drove forward. A shape emerged, a small wooden house on the side of the road. Lights on, an old swing creaking in the wind. A woman stepped out, hair white, eyes bleeding. She pointed to us. You're in the dead zone, she said. Only way out is through. Then she screamed, long and loud, like glass breaking inside your head. We drove, tires squealing. Kayla sobbed in the back. Ty wouldn't speak. We hit the first checkpoint 20 minutes later. A phone booth, glowing in the dark, in the middle of nowhere. A sign above it read, "Last call. Should we stop?" Eric asked. No, I said. Keep driving. But the booth rang, loud, echoing across the hills. Ty picked it up, his face drained. Then he hung up and said, "We're already dead. We just don't know it yet." We left him there. We didn't want to, but he refused to come with us. Just stood by the phone booth, staring into the fog. The road got worse, more twisted. Then came the billboards. 2 miles to the end. What did you see when you looked back? No signal means no soul. You should have listened to the old man. Kayla was humming now, a lullaby her mom used to sing. Eric shook her. Snap out of it. But she just stared forward and whispered, "The bars are counting down." What? She showed us her screen. 1 bar, then blinking, then gone. The phone slipped from her hands and melted on the floor. Black ooze leaking from the battery like ink. We were losing her. We found the bridge at 3 a.m. A metal bridge over black water. No signs, no lights. Only 1 car could go at a time. Eric drove. Halfway across, the radio screamed. Not music, not voices. Screaming. Hundreds, maybe thousands of voices in pain. Kayla started seizing. I held her. Eric floored it. We made it across. She wasn't breathing. We got her heart started. Barely. But she wouldn't wake up. Only whispered 1 word, over and over. Signal. The final stretch was worse than anything before. The road cracked open beneath us. Trees bled. Shapes followed us, some crawling, some flying. At dawn, we saw it. The tower. Black. Twisted. Like a cell tower made of bones and wires and screaming faces. Eric said, "That's it. That's where the signal goes." He drove faster. The tower got closer. We could see the base, pulsing alive. Faces stretching from the steel, crying silently. Kayla suddenly sat up, eyes white. She said, "We're the signal now." Eric screamed. The car veered. We crashed. When I woke up, it was dark again. The tower loomed above us. Eric was gone. So was Kayla. Only I remained. Then my phone rang. No signal. No bars. Still ringing. I answered. A voice said, "Welcome to the network." Then static. And laughter. I'm still here. Still driving. Every road leads back to the tower. No way out. Just me, the fog in one bar.